Hi, Dan Lyle here, the owner and founder of LylePublishing.com. And I'd like to briefly tell you how I might help you with the difficult big problem of true teams, both in training and implementation. First of all, what is a true team? And why is it critical to have rather than a regular team? All right, you can get a bunch of people and throw them in a room and tell them that they're a team, but it don't necessarily make it so. The result you have from that sort of a team may well be chaos, hurt feelings, and a big waste of everybody's time. Or, more likely, one or more people that are in the group may drive the whole show, while the rest of them largely clam up and don't contribute their good ideas or their talents. As such, what you'll get from such a team is not the best of the whole group synergizing together, but rather random ideas strung together giving shoddy results. This sort of bad result is what causes many managers to throw up their hands and say, I may not have the expertise or skills of those people on that team, but even I can do a better job than those knuckleheads. I might as well just do it all myself. But a true team can be just the opposite. It can free up the manager or executive's time from having to wade down into all the gory details so they can do more important tasks. Now, true teams can be very productive. They can make the organization and the leaders look really good. So, just how are true teams different from a bunch of people thrown into a room and told to work together? Okay, true teams have the following 5 characteristics. Number 1, they are carefully commissioned and strongly supported by the leadership. Number 2, they are composed of members who are selected such that each person has a necessary critical skill for success. Number 3, its leaders and members, before they start, all receive specific team training in advance. Number 4, it has a certified facilitator who helps with information flow, data processing, and people process. And number 5, it is guaranteed to be successful. How? Well, it's guaranteed success by constant communication with the leadership, by constant evaluation and approval of what it's doing by the leadership, and most importantly, by being given all needed support by the leadership. That sort of a team is a true team in which the members aren't fighting, aren't withdrawing, and aren't sub-optimizing, but rather they are pulling together all their good ideas and all their good skills and brain work to come up with the best solutions and the best implementation. This is the sort of team that can produce spectacular results. This is the sort of working group that over time can pile up an impressive series of continued success. rather than having just kind of sullen members throughout your organization that kind of barely or hardly even participate in top-down initiatives, who do the minimum just to get by. Instead, true teams can be the catalyst to produce what's called buy-in by the organization and peer mobilization, so that it engenders enthusiastic participation throughout the organization. So, how can you energize your organization to produce excellent results? Well, a very good way to do that is the judicial use, meaning whenever it's applicable and needed, of true teams. Now, how do you best achieve each of the necessary characteristics of having true teams? Well, this is a big topic, but I walk you through it step by step in my better than 500 plus page comprehensive ebook called In Search of Quality, Principles and Mechanisms. This is a manual for implementing quality management. And in this book I describe, using a lot of interesting examples and case studies, of how management can create the permissive conditions by which true teams can be formed, supported, and very helpful to the organization. Now, as in all things, there's 1,000 ways for them to crash and burn, particularly by not having in place the 5 necessary conditions that I described previously. And a way that can guarantee pretty much not having success is looking at one of the conditions and saying, oh, well, we don't need that. Yes, you do. You do need that. And then each of those 5 specific conditions is supported by 5 more external, more general conditions throughout the organization. And I've already spoken of those in other short videos that I've made, in which I describe the critical roles of practical and widely deployed aim, means, evaluation, continual improvement, and facilitation. Those are external permissive conditions that are necessary to the success of true teams. And there's other things too that are external and critical, but lesser factors, and I walk you through those in my book. But if the right conditions are present with the leadership and with the organization, true teams can be the engine of rapid progress that can take you to new heights of success. So, if you have some interest in what I'm telling you about, then I invite you to take a look at another free short video that I've made, in which I quickly take you through the contents of my book, In Search of Quality. And a link to that short video is located right above the picture of my e-cover that's located on my home webpage at lylepublishing.com. Should you need or want to have direct consultation from me, for a reasonable negotiated fee, I may be available to work with you by continuing email, video conferencing, or if needed, in person. But if you don't want to spend much money and you're interested in the contents, my book is available for purchase for a mere $10 to pop up immediately in your computer for your immediate use. And for free, you are welcome to send me a query type email that describes your situation. And as soon as I'm able, I'll be happy to send you back helpful feedback. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, either now or in the future, please feel free to email me directly at danlyle@lylepublishing.com. I look forward to hearing from you if you wish, and I thank you for viewing my Creating Effective Conditions for Success-Generating Synergism consultation video.